Right. So my name is the Elsia, and I am the return of the gods who never left, but only lost their memory. The gods who shifted form, but now are remembering who they are. And I come from the 12th and the 13th dimension, in between that place where the Vesica Pisces is. That name, the name is called the Elvata realm. And I'm here so that you remember who you are. My name is the Elsia.
Whoa, welcome. I welcome you like I welcome you. People tell us they are reincarnated. They don't know where they came from, but they know they are here. But for you, you are telling us who you are, your origin, your location. In fact, do you know your bloodline? Tell us. We want to know whether you are there fully nyanya, because you've given us what we need to know, so we know who you are. People are saying, I'm reincarnated. Ufrihi, lau. When how many years? Lau.
Right.
So explain all these things to us.
Right. So I am a descendant of the eons, where Yeshua HaMashiach comes from. So that is where I come from. That is the descendant. So the Elvata realm is where the Vesica Pisces is. And you know that the Vesica Pisces is two circles intersecting, and the middle is where we create timelines. So this particular timeline of this whole earth ascending into the 5D right now, we created from the Elvata realm. And so I'm a descendant of the eons.
Okay, how do you know? How did you came about all this information about yourself?
Right. So this is 2009. I was sitting in a room around La Paz, and then it was as if something entered into my room. And then when the thing entered into my room, I couldn't move my body. I couldn't do anything. All what I realized was that another side of me was standing like that, dressed like this. Not with this one, but this thing like that. And he asked me whether you are ready to take on your higher self. So I started healing people, doing miracles, those like wonderful things from 2009. I don't know if I've answered your question though.
Are you done?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't know if I've answered your
Okay,
question.
so when that happened, you know
Okay.
something has visited you,
Right.
or
Right.
because the thing was straightforward to you, that
Right.
your higher self.
Yeah.
So you accepted your higher self.
Right.
We want to know how you got through to your dimension,
Right.
your points,
Right.
your shiftings, your
Right.
timelines. We
Right.
want to know all
Right.
these things.
Right.
I use these words a lot. So
Right.
now that you are here talking about it, I would want the public to know what I always meant when I mentioned those words.
So as we already know, what happens is that sometimes when you have these encounters, it starts with a journey. It's like it comes to guide you to merge, because that particular self of yours, that higher self of yours, is already on a particular timeline. And so from there, I started with religion, I started singing. I realized that I love to sing in church. So I started singing a cappella. I joined the Psalms a cappella group. Later on, went into music fully with instruments. And then 2019. And before that, before the 2019, I was already like working the miracles, but it wasn't in the public space. They only knew me as a musician. But then 2019, before 2019, 2018 is when everything crashed for me. I lost everything I had. Where I was staying got bent. I was actually singing in church when I had the call that your place is burning. All right. So I lost everything, and that really broke me down. The whole of 2018, from the month of March, the whole of 2018, I didn't have a place to sleep. I was sometimes sleeping in the church, have to purge. And all that time, I didn't know that was part of my signing in my soul contract, is what will break me for me to start my journey of understanding who I really am. All right. So the whole of 2018 was a difficult time for me. What to eat was a problem. But when we entered into 2019, I found out that not knowing everything I was looking for outside was already inside of me. It's when I started meditating. Immediately I started meditating, I started remembering a lot of things. You see, what I talk about, there is nothing more deeper than what I have gone. Why? Because what I speak about, they are the actual fabric. When you understand it, you weave life from that perspective. even before witches and wizards come in, witches and wizards, we know they are on a very low side, all right? But then, what I talk about, they are the actual fabric that weave your life even before the witches and wizards come in, because the witches and wizards, they are on a low vibration, and the vehicles to their realm is the unforgiveness and all those things. So 2019 was when I started, and that marked a 7-year journey for me from 2019 to 2025. My life path number is 7. I'm a Scorpio, all right? So that is why I know that is why you love me, all right? Now, so from that time, so 2025 is another 7 years. And that was where Source told me that every 7 year of your life, you have to crash your timeline and create a new one because of where you come from. So that is it.
That is normal. Every 7 years, you crash timelines.
Oh, okay, you know.
And change characteristics.
Oh, wow.
That's cosmic.
Wow.